Jerry Rose for the Tom speaking at NOLA.com with Jazz Ferguson at West Feliciana High School. An LSU commitment for several months now, if not close to a year. And folks have had a chance to know who you are football player-wise, see some of the things you've been able to do there. But we were just talking about me, you, and teammate Ryan Reed for all these years. You've had the ability to kind of excel in every sport you've taken part in. I saw you score 30 off the bench at Port Allen in basketball recently. Obviously a solid baseball player for the Saints. And I guess that background, just coming up playing all those sports, what has that been like to kind of juggle all of it and seem like you feel extremely comfortable regardless of what it is you're doing?
It's been fun. Like, I like playing sports. Like, I never really just sit around and not do anything. Like, I just play anything, like any sport. Like, I would consider playing soccer, but like there's a lot of running. But like anything else, like I don't mind doing it.
You just don't want to have to run as much as the soccer players do.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of running.
Growing up, I was just asking Ryan a second ago, how early did y'all play sports and to what degree? Was that pretty much everything y'all did at a pretty young age when y'all were outside doing something?
Yeah, me and Ryan started playing football. I started when I was 6 and he started when he was 8. So like the first time we played each other's teams was 7, 8-year-olds. So like, no, he started with 7. So yeah, 7, 8-year-old football. That's when we first started. But we didn't play baseball together since like middle school. Because growing up, when I played Little League baseball, I played in Jackson and he played in West Feliciana. So the only time we played against each other was like all-stars. So, yeah.
Was football the first one that you felt like, this is the one that I love, or you still feel like you love all of them? Was it a different sport that was kind of the first one that?
The first one was baseball, because like I made baseball all-stars every year, like from 7 to 14. Then I started playing tournament ball when I was 14. And like went to the World Series when I was 16. And we was the runner-up. But like I've been playing baseball a long time, and football too. But like I love baseball, like starting off with.
You think, if you heard it all from Coach Maneri, you think you're going to be one of those guys that he tries to get over there, play a little outfield, or come in and do some relief work or anything?
Well, I heard someone told me that, but I didn't really believe it, so I don't really know. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. I go to a baseball team. Yeah, I wouldn't mind relieving.
You grew up liking LSU a fair amount?
Yeah, I did.
Football and baseball?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. At what point during all this process did you kind of realize football was going to be the primary route you took, and how did that work? Was it just a matter of that's what coaches said was going to be your future, whether high school or college, or was that more of a choice on your side of things?
It was like a choice of mine, because like I knew my dad was a good football player, and like my whole family like just played football, so it kind of felt like football was the way to go since like everyone else did. Since then Jay started off, he started getting better, so I just started working in football.
Was Jay always more football minded? Because he played other sports as well. He was a star on the basketball team last year, or was he a pretty well rounded to the same degree?
He was more football. I mean, he played baseball when he was little too, but like he was like pretty more football. He always like wanted to just be physical and something.
Heading to right down the road to Baton Rouge, how exciting is it to know that this whole process is done and you're about to take that next step?
It's very exciting, because this recruiting thing can get very stressful at times. Like just talking to different coaches in and out the week and meeting new people, like that was all fun too, but it gets stressful. Like trying to pick a school that you want to spend your next 4 years at, it's pretty stressful.
We've talked about this probably a handful of times by now, but as far as what is most exciting about LSU, what you're most looking forward to at the college level, what stands out? You had some other options. You could have gone a variety of places, and you end up staying pretty close to home with LSU. What was kind of the biggest determining factors there? Just some things that you really appreciated?
I guess just growing up and liking LSU. And the coaches, I love the coaches. Coach Herring, like, we talk to him about anything. Sometimes when we talk to each other, we don't even talk about football. We talk about anything else. He talked about how I did the basketball, like my official visit this weekend. We talked about basketball a lot. And just like other stuff, like we feel like a person I can talk to about anything. Like, if I'm having problems with school or anything.
What do you feel like you bring to them maybe beyond what people are expecting, beyond having seen some of the big plays, maybe on TV on a Friday night, or if they had a chance to come out to a game, whether here or if y'all are playing Park View or you hire somebody in Baton Rouge, what would you kind of tell people to expect from you? And I think this is something else that we talked about before too, but now this much closer to graduation, real close to signing day, what's Jazz Ferguson bring to Baton Rouge?
Well, a good deep ball threat for sure, but like say we need like a long first down as well, like we need, like I can not just be a deep ball threat. I mean I can go across the middle and catch a slant or anything else, like or get a long first down, like just not a deep ball. I can bring a lot.
What about personality-wise? You seem like you're as comfortable doing all these things as you are with all those different sports. You don't seem particularly rattled regardless of the situation you're put in.
I mean, I don't really get like nerves anymore like doing football games. Like I can bring a like personality, I can bring like a positive mindset to a game. Like say we have a big game coming, like we play Alabama, like everybody like tensed up and nervous and stuff. Like I can like be the person that untense people. I just talk about how we get and do like crack a joke here and there, just get everybody like relieved and ready to play.
What's the last thing you remember being nervous about?
The last thing, it would be, I think it probably was like playing against U-High this year. It's just like, cause I didn't really play against them last year, so it was really my first time playing against them. So probably that game.
Yeah. Has there been anything along the way, whether sports-wise, school-wise, anything that has been kind of a big challenge that you remember? With as much as we talk about just some natural skills and comfort picking up different things, whether it be like a class or whatever the case may be. What are some of the things that challenge you most?
Getting stronger, I guess. Well, in classes too, like ACT-wise, but like mainly getting stronger. Like I am getting stronger. Like to find time doing all the other sports, to lift weights, like that'd be a challenge sometimes.
Just juggling everything, pretty much.
Just trying to balance everything out.
So whether Coach Maneri calls or not, you're going to be pretty excited probably to be able to focus on just one?
Yeah, I am. But two, it'd be like a normal routine now because I have to do football, then jump right to basketball, then track and baseball at the same time. So it'd be like a normal routine for me.
As long as Johnny Jones doesn't try and get involved, you're really good.
Yeah.
Jazz Ferguson at West Feliciana High School for NOLA.com and Tom speaking to you, Jared Roser.